What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy J Dub, the number one comment on YouTube. And I'm back with another review. Today, I will be continuing my series of The Best Man final chapters. This is season 1, episode 3. I pray to have a season 2. But for those who are new to my channel, I do reviews and recaps of reality TV and some shows that I'm really interested, such as this one. Like, I'm a huge fan of The Best Man. And as I say, throughout all the Best Man series, the movies 1 and 2, to me, this series is absolutely the best. It's so real. It's not perfect, but it's the realest you're going to get. And as I said in my introduction, I am YouTube's number one commenter. So with this channel, I'm primarily about those comments. I want to see what you think, get your ideas, debate, have some laughs, or whatever the case may be. And again, we're starting a new year. And again, forgive me for my manners. I hope everyone has had a happy and safe holiday and New Year's. And we're here. And in 2023, what I do ask for the thumbs because I need to push this content out because I guess me taking some time off, it kind of pushed my content down where it doesn't get out as it used to. And I want to really get that back because those comments mean everything. This is why I do it. This is what I do it for real. Because I could just be on somebody else's channel commenting. That's how I got the title as the number one commenter because I'm always around commenting on somebody's live or video. So let's go ahead and get into it. So it starts out, they kind of like fast forwarding through time because originally what the first episode started like in 2015. So we kind of moved it to present time, 2021, I believe. And it's just showing like how time is moving and everybody's progressing or declining, whatever the case may be. And we see that Harper is still doing this Harper thing. He's still publishing books, and he's more popular and successful than ever. And that's been Harper's story. It's always been about putting some type of book out, and he's always got that going on. So now Robin has taken a turn. She is now an activist for civil rights and everything, and she also has a successful business of some type of what do you call it, like food preparation, where she's sending food out. I don't know if she's just donating it or selling it and or doing a mixture of both, but she has like a huge staff, and she's really doing her thing. Now Shelby's a retired real housewife, and she's kind of flipped her stardom into like a lifestyle of like on the internet showing people how to live that fabulous lifestyle, things that she do. Now Q uh, is just as he said from the first episode, he's actually taken over the resort business from his father, and it was doing well pre pandemic, but once that pandemic hit, it went down because you really can't visit resorts and hotels and group settings. So he's taking a big hit and he's stressed out for a change about that. And I'm sure that's something that he will want to avoid, but he's really still trying to build or keep up the legacy of how his father built up their hotel business or whatever. And we see Candace. And of course, Candace has been educated for years. Her and Merch has opened up several schools, and she's somehow very, very interested in a very controversial topic. She's like studying natural ways to, I guess, deal with behavioral disorders or whatever instead of dealing with medication, like giving children weed to kind of calm them down or whatever. So that can be kind of tricky because rightfully so, a lot of parents don't approve of that. I mean, they wanted to do another way instead of giving their kids drugs, and I get that. So as predicted, Jordan's going through the same thing from the beginning. She's just been career driven in her producer. She's like big time now, producing big time shows, and she's always stressed out, overworked, and all that. So Lance is retired from professional football, and he's really just trying to find his way at this point. Lance Lance has gotten to being a sports analyst. That didn't work, of course, because he got emotional issues. He still hasn't really grieved or dealt with losing his wife Mia, as well as he's doing different brand ambassador things or whatever. But that's really, he doesn't have a passion for that, and he's just looking for his, where he fits in or something he's passionate about. I would say finally we get to meet one of Lance's older grown children, because he has 4 children with Mia, and we see his son actually works in Jordan's office as an intern. Like he is the assistant of the assistant. He's trying to learn to be an assistant of Jordan's, which was good to see. And we really get into his story later in the episodes. So I would say one thing I really really liked about these episodes, it got very realistic about like how life or marriage can be when you get older. And one aspect of it is with Harper and Robin. It's a situation where Harper is gaining big success, and he wants to pretty much kind of like upgrade his life. He wants to move in a new house and feels like all his hard work, he deserves to do that. But Robin in a completely different place. As I said before, she's an activist, so she's more so of giving to the less fortunate, or fighting for people who can't fight for their rights or what have you. And she rather donate more instead of put money down to buy a new house in a better neighborhood or a more affluent neighborhood. And you could tell, in the conversation with Harper, Robin is opposed to that. She has like a little nasty tone about it. I really didn't like that part or whatever, because Harper was just trying to get her to see his side and explain. He kind of masked it with, I want to put my queen in a brand new castle, but he just want to live better, and that's okay. Say, hey, I want to live better. I want my daughter to be in a better school district. There's nothing wrong with that, but hopefully your spouse is on board. And like I said, that's like a common problem. Like if you live long enough, you're going to change about 4 or 5 times. Maybe not your core values or what have you, but it's some things that about you is going to be different, or you're going to want different things or different goals. It's not going to look like it was 10 years from now. And sometimes people truly grow apart, or they let things like that get in between them. So, as I said, with the changes in life, both Harper and Jordan, they're at like a crossroad in their careers. Even though Harper is like crazy successful with his book publishing and everything, he's starting to feel like he's in a rut. He's not being fulfilled. He wants to write like something more serious, something more meaningful, something that'll leave a legacy. And Jordan, she's pretty much fighting like a backlash on like being a sellout or not caring about black people. And she even had to make a move where she had to put Shelby in the empty seat in her talk show to kind of boost up the ratings or whatever. But it really didn't work. The people didn't receive Shelby well. It was more so of they didn't want to see a housewife. So Jordan, knowing her business and listening to the feedback, she told Shelby that they need like less of the Real Housewife type of Shelby, but more of the college debate team Shelby, because Shelby is actually smart. She's not an airhead. She knows about social issues and things of that nature. And she was kind of doubting herself, and she really wanted that. And Q, being a great husband, assured her, he had to say, you got the black girl magic. You are wonderful. You smart. You important. You special. And you're wonderful and all that kind of stuff. Just being a supportive husband. And Shelby believes it. And she did well. Ratings are back up. And it went well. So at this point, we're moving on to Robin. And she's pretty much pulling Portia Williams from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. With like, she's taking this protesting thing hard to the streets. Where like she's at the point where she's being arrested, but not only she's being arrested, she has her and Harper's daughter with her when she's getting arrested. And I'm like that's a real issue. That's a problem. It's one thing for you to want to stand up and fight injustice and all that, but when you take your child with you, whether you're trying to show her examples of fighting back and all that, you're totally putting her in danger. And that's when I truly knew that their marriage was over, because Harper was right. He would have the right to be upset if Robin did it on her own. That's something she believed in, but as her husband, he wants to protect her. But you are okay with taking our daughter there? And Robin is like so gone off this protest. I'm like, well, I made sure she was good and protected. When you're taken under police custody, you can't make sure of anything. You don't have control over yourself. So you have no say so of who's safe or what, including your child. So Harper had every right to be mad. He even tried to check her on it, like, hey, don't you ever take my daughter out on no protest. That didn't work. Robin came right back at him. Don't you ever tell me what to do with my child. I'm like, no, you got to get back in there. That's an argument worth having. Tell me to go upstairs and get to arguing, because you got to straighten that out, because that was absolutely ridiculous. She left with nothing. But they kind of made up when she found Harper's some type of, let's say, notes for a new book, or it almost sound like a poem where he's just expressing how he feels and his love and all that kind of stuff and his state of mind. And Robin felt it, and she was like, if I can get more of this, I don't care where we live at. She need that love, because they do seem disconnected. Because in real life, going all the way back, them being married isn't really a positive thing. He like kind of chose her out of default and all that. And just discussing something in general, like, I get it. Like, some people that are married, they have friends of the opposite sex, especially like with this group. They go way back to college and all that. However, I think it's kind of odd that Harper and Jordan can still have like private lunches when they tried to get together in college. They tried to get together at Lance's wedding and all that kind of stuff. It's like, I wouldn't think they wouldn't do things that wasn't in a group setting, because it's like in real life, they still love each other in real life. So I'm like, that's kind of shaky and shady. Tell me what you think. Somebody jump in there, and I like to hear something else. I might be looking from a male's point of view. So, pretty much, wrapping it all up. The episode goes off with Lance making a huge announcement that he's finally found his new old passion, in which that is he's playing football, which is like almost insane or whatever, because this man is in his 40s trying to play a 20-year-old man game. It's no way he can be in shape to do that, and it's really not safe. Father time is a real thing, and certain things you can't do at certain ages. So that's a big thing. And they were actually meeting at the bar. Jordan's assistant had invited Harper and Q, and I'm not sure if anybody else was there, but they showed Jordan's old love interest. I've never seen him before. The only thing I seen him on was on a different show. He was the little grimy lawyer on Power. But somebody dropped down in the comments that I missed him in the Best Man Holiday. I keep saying I need to go back, but I got to do these shows. But yeah, that was her old love interest. Now he seems to be back in the picture around. Jordan's always unlucky in love. So pretty much that was it. Drop down in the comments. Tell me what your thoughts. Something I missed. Something you want to add. And I will make sure I get that episode 4 out to you tomorrow. I'm trying to bring it in slow. Make sure everybody see it. We all caught up and we all on the same page. So, as I always tell y'all could be anywhere in this YouTube world, but you're here with me. I really appreciate it, and I really mean it.